everyone, welcome back to Why Day Wednesday. I am so excited about today's episode because we are going to be going practical. Today, I am so thrilled to invite an expert. We have an expert here, Ebenezer, who is an expert in his field of business strategy and digital transformation. Ebenezer brings with him over 20 years of hands-on experience on working on management consulting projects, from agile methodologies, data analytics to enterprise architecture and business advisory. As I mentioned, he is a management consultant. He's also a strategic innovator. And yes, today he is going to be walking us through the creation of a business model canvas. So hang tight and let's get to learn. Hi, Ebenezer. Thank you so much for joining us today on Why Day Wednesday. We have been talking about building an entrepreneurial culture, and part of that is knowing the different steps that we need to do to be able to create a sustainable and successful business. So thank you really for taking this opportunity to walk us through the creation of a business model canvas. Without much ado, I'm just going to hand it over to you. Thank you.
Awesome. It's great to be here. And I must say that this is obviously a very interesting platform. And it's been amazing, of course, leveraging the business model canvas. Now, let's talk a little bit about the business model canvas. Of course, it's a strategic tool that is used by large organizations as well as even startups to kind of demonstrate an idea. It describes a design, a challenge, and a particular business model for a business you want to start, or describes an operating model for an existing business. So today we are going to be looking at a small business, and we will demonstrate that idea in the business model canvas. So I'll share my screen here in a minute and then we can get started.
Awesome. Okay, so Ebenezer, while you are doing that, just a few questions I recall that we had about what platforms can we use to create a business model canvas. I know that there are quite a few out there that new starters, new entrepreneurs or business owners or potential business owners can actually leverage. Do you just want to speak about a few platforms that we can use just before we delve into this?
Absolutely. There are, of course, several platforms. One of the very interesting ones will be Canva, or the Strategizer, or Mural, or even Miro. But today we're going to be leveraging Miro. It's pretty much interactive, and of course, it's a free tool that you can actually leverage. You know, if you have a business idea, you can leverage this tool to kind of demonstrate it, and it has so many other models as well that you can use.
Awesome.
Great. So if you can see my screen right here, I would look for a template here. Business model.
Awesome. So we're not going to be starting from scratch completely. We're going to be using a template, an existing template, yeah?
Absolutely.
Cool. For someone who doesn't have access to any of this, can they work with pen and paper or even a pencil and paper, like just sketch something?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. And of course, in 2025 now, of course, not to overuse the buzzword AI. I mean, everything's already out there that you can leverage on. So, but of course, today we're going to be using a pre-filled one just so we can jump in real quick and be done. Okay, so there you have it. Now, the business I'm trying to demonstrate here is a little food business. Yeah. And this food business is such that an immigrant, just in Canada, just thought of an idea of, I want to have like a little food truck business. So, and then of course, there goes the questions. In that canvas, you have 9 building blocks, and we'll jump right into them right now. So if I want to start a business, what are the key activities that I need to do? Okay, the first one will be to think through, how do I prepare and serve those dishes? So let's just call that prepare and serve delicious. Make this a little bigger.
So that's kind of like the product, more or less. That's the food truck business. That's their product, right? To serve delicious meals or tasty meals.
Exactly.
Okay. So does that come under a section?
So that comes under the key activities, right? What are the key steps, for me to be able to, what are the things I need to do in order to get my product ready? What are the key activities that I need to perform?
Cool.
Delicious. Good. Okay. What other activities do I need to perform here? I need to think about the process of preparing the food. Yeah. And I'm happy for you to jump in. Coincidentally, you are ignoring that field too. So, but of course, I am just trying to demonstrate something.
Sure.
But easy. Dishes. And then I have something standard. And it can also relate to any other type of business, so to speak. Awesome. And I also want to think about, how do I get my customers in? I'll just copy and paste this here. Engage the right.
And just to emphasize that we are using a food truck business model. We're creating a food truck business model today.
Okay. So I'll just leave it as key activities, so to speak. So let's talk about key partners. Who would be my key partners in this food truck business? I'll naturally think of food suppliers or local food suppliers or rough, because of course that would be the raw material.
Mm-hmm. Do grocery stores fall into that category?
Yeah, absolutely. Raw food suppliers. Yeah, that would be one. Yeah. Let's also think about the likes of grocery stores. Maybe we want to kind of think about maybe we want to think about food bloggers, maybe.
Okay.
And I'll just keep it short. Again, the list goes on and on and on. So in terms of the next building block, which is your key proposition, in this food truck business, we are thinking from the perspective of the product being affordable. All right. So of course, we're thinking we want to be able to offer our customers affordable meals on the go. That's one of our, meaning it's going to be fast, right? It's going to be affordable. We want to give them an amazing cultural experience, more like Niger in Canada type food, all right? That kind of experience. And then, of course, we want to give them delicious, food truck type of food,
Take away, take food that they can take away.
Exactly. So take away.
Would location fall into that category of key proposition as well?
No. So the key proposition is, of course, how am I going to make my customer happy? What exactly is the key value that I want to give my customer? I want to give them something fast, something delicious, and something on the go.
Okay. Does the timing of the delivery, that means lunch hour, so does that also fall under, or that's not? That's timing. I know that one of the propositions you mentioned was on the go. That means that they're looking out for food. Does it matter when the food is available? If it's available maybe from breakfast to lunch time or throughout the business hours, if we're providing it for customers who are at work, for example?
Oh, absolutely. That has to come into the proposition as well.
Okay.
Because, of course, you wouldn't want to sell when no one will buy. So you want to know the best time, based on data. That's important too. So again, it's fast, it's affordable, and then it gives you that experience.
Okay.
Roadside experience, we call it back home.
Yeah, roadside experience. Availability, I think we can refer to as the time that I
want.
want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, availability. Okay.
Absolutely. So I'll just jump into the next building block here, which is how often would you interact with your customers? So of course, talking about customer relationship, of course, you want to be perceived as having an engaging customer service. You want to be perceived as having excellent customer loyalty programs. Bring your friends, get a discount. All of those will come into customer relationship. So let's just say friendly and engaging customer service. Let's also say, in terms of customer relationships, amazing customer loyalty programs. Loyalty.
Could we also add a feedback system here, maybe where they can give feedback about what kind of meals they would like to have?
Oh, absolutely. We can put that here too. Just copy and paste this. So this is actually very easy to use. Just copy and paste and edit on the go. Pretty easy. So what do you say was going to be part of this one? What did you mention that's going to be part of this?
Feedback system, yes.
Okay. So let's talk about different customer segments. So who is my customer and what kind of demographics am I looking at? Who are my target audience? And then, of course, let's try to personalize the value that we're going to be giving to these customers. So naturally, Canadians interested in African cuisine will be what? Yeah, who else? Naturally, another demographic will be Nigerians and African immigrants, craving the taste of Niger. All right. Okay.
Or taste of African dishes.
Yeah. Craving the taste.
I think we can say working class people.
Africa. Yeah, we can decide to get into that level of detail.
Okay.
But again, maybe we keep it a little high level for now. Maybe we can say busy professionals.
Okay.
who just want to grab lunch and go.
All right.
Quick, affordable meals, students. Easy. Professionals. Students. Okay, let's jump to the next building block. So what key resources will I be needing in my food truck business? So naturally, of course, I would need kitchen equipment, the necessary kitchen equipment, yeah. So let's just say kitchen equipment, or a commercial kitchen, so to speak. What else will I need in terms of resources to make this idea work?
A food license, a kitchen license?
Well, yeah, that's a little regulatory.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would also come under
Key resources?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it could come under key resources as well. License or kitchen license, so to speak. Okay. Let's copy and paste this real quick. And the list is not exhaustive. You can keep going, as much as you want, but I'm just keeping it a little
simple,
high level.
Okay.
Yeah. So what else will I need for key resources? I think I would also need suppliers of the right ingredients. Maybe they're going to be shipping the likes of African stores. I'm not spelling that right. Okay. So we've talked about the key partners, the key activities, the key proposition or value proposition, customer relationships, customer segments, key resources. So the next thing will be channels. I have this product. What are the channels? How do I want to sell? I want to probably have a physical channel. A physical channel could be the food truck itself, where I would look at myself maybe on a place like a mountain road, in Mountain here, or maybe on sell online, via social media, or I want to sell at specific events, or different community events. So I'll say physical, online, through social media, and then maybe special events.
Special events, friends and family.
Yeah.
Well.
Events. Special events. And then you also mentioned friends and family. Yeah, I'll call it word of mouth too.
Yeah, word of mouth. That's another one. Yes.
That's another channel. Word of mouth. Okay. So we've talked about that. Let's talk about the cost structure and then the revenue streams. And once we're done with this, you already have a full business in a one-pager or a one-page document.
Wow.
So in terms of cost structure, what do we need to think about? How much are you planning to spend on the products, developing that product, and of course, talk about little expenses and incidental expenses here and there for a little period of time. So let me make this a little bigger. So number one cost will be, of course, an initial investment, possibly in the food truck or in the kitchen equipment. Am I going to rent it, or I'm going to go to a commercial kitchen? So let's just say initial investment, which will be your food truck rental. That's one. Another cost line will be, I'll probably do more of that. Another cost line will be your. So I think I would rather put your licensing, your permit, and insurance under the costs here instead of in the resources.
Okay.
Yeah. So I also put cost of licensing. And permits. Not the fast type. Not this type fast. Now, and then of course, cost of ingredients. And then maybe marketing and promotional expense is also another cost line. Marketing and promotional expenses. So of course, let's talk about the final building block in this business model canvas, which is revenue streams. Of course, how much are you planning to earn within a certain period? You know, of course, looking at your costs versus your revenue. Now, when we talk about the revenue stream, it involves what we call direct sales, you know, from the food truck, online orders, deliveries, different catering services for even private and corporate events if you want, and of course, special events and collaborations, even sponsorships. So those are some of the revenue lines here. So let's go with direct sales. Direct sales from food truck. Another revenue line would be online orders and deliveries, special events and collaborations.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. Collaborations or influencer. Yeah, influence collaborations, I think, is a perfect term.
Yeah. So these 9 building blocks are really essential. Let's make it a little. So technically, in about 15 minutes, we've built a small business leveraging the business model canvas. And honestly, all you need to do is to flesh it out, put a business plan together from here, and voila, you have investors chasing after you, and then you're in business.
Awesome. That was quick and easy. I mean, and I'm thinking in the practical terms when I say easy, because what I see here now is that the building blocks have to be these 9 blocks. Is that correct? For it to
Absolutely.
That's amazing, and that's something to note. So they have to be 9 building blocks, and being able to categorize them under these building blocks or under these segments actually make it easier for us to be able to identify everything that we need to visualize when we want to start our business.
Absolutely. And honestly, this tool is such a powerful one because even big businesses like Google leverage this in their operating model, and even a roadside startup, you know, would leverage this as well. So it's simply an amazing tool on a one pager. $1 million business on a single pager, and that's it.
Amazing. On a single page. That's
Right.
awesome. Thank you so much, because I really love the fact that we're able to practicalize this, because last week we had spoken about the business model canvas, the benefits, about the fact that it helps us visualize the entire plan of a business. It helps to communicate as well the vision. It also helps to give clarity for a business owner, and also to investors, to friends, to partners or potential partners. And you have actually helped us practicalize this. You have brought this to life. So we're not just thinking in theoretical terms. And in case you missed last week's episode, you can just click on the link up here and look. I'll just try to learn a bit more just to get the foundational knowledge of what a business model canvas is about and why we need this as new businesses, as entrepreneurs. Remember, again, we are trying to develop this entrepreneurial culture, and part of it is that we're able to access and know how to use the right tools, and that is just what we have done here. Ebenezer has just helped us learn to use the business model canvas, which is one of the tools that we use. And it's amazing, he said that even the largest businesses, the multi-million dollar businesses, also still use tools like this. So why not us use this? Why not new entrepreneurs or potential entrepreneurs? All right. Okay, are there any final words that you want to chip in here, Ebenezer, before we round up?
I think one last thing that I just want to say is that the business model canvas, other than it being an entrepreneurial tool or a strategic management tool, it's a tool that everyone, big businesses, small businesses, and even startups can actually use them. And this method is from one of those best-selling management books called Business Model Generation. If you want to lay your hands on one of those, a copy of it, it will be an amazing book for whatever operating model that you are. It will be an amazing book that you can leverage for your startup, and if I can even leverage it as an employee within a large organization in case you want to change your operating model. So last words for me, fantastic tool used by entrepreneurs and also C-level executives.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ebenezer. So he recommended the book Business Model Generation, where you can learn more about the business model canvas. I will be putting the link below. I will also be putting a link on how to reach Ebenezer. He is the founder of PhD Consulting, a training outfit that helps people learn more about businesses. He also facilitates and trains on business analysis, on Scrum, on project management. Ebenezer, what am I missing here?
I think you've literally said it all.
Yeah, he's also an endorsed education provider for the International Institute of Business Analysts. And so if you're looking to learn more about tools, how to use business analysis tools, because this is one of the business analysis tools, you can also reach out to him on that. So Ebenezer, you have been super helpful. Thank you so much for your time, helping us understand how and why we should be leveraging the business model canvas as a tool as entrepreneurs. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you again here on this platform, and we hope to connect with you again. I will be putting links on how you can reach out and how you can connect with him much after. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to put them in the comment section. We're happy to help. Remember again, Why Wednesday, on this specific series, we are speaking about developing an entrepreneurial culture, and this is part of the tools that we empower you with on this. So thanks again for joining, and hope to see you again next week.